If you want free Call of Duty points, click the link down in the description, install the app, and start earning yourself some free Call of Duty points today. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Infinite Warfare video. In today's video, it's going to be another episode of my best class setup series. You guys seem to love this series, and I absolutely love making them. Today's episode is going to be on the Volk Assault Rifle. This gun is absolutely crazy. It's one of my favorite guns of the game. It's one of the most fun guns to use in the game, and the iron sights of this gun and everything about this gun looks exactly like the AK-47, which is one of my favorite guns from Call of Duty. And you know what I love? I love how in guns in Infinite Warfare, a lot of the guns look like just futuristic versions of old weapons from the Call of Duty franchise. I think that is absolutely amazing, and I'm going to get right into talking about this gun, everything you guys need to know about this gun, how to do well with this gun, and the best class setup. But before we get into that, I want to say first off, thank you guys for all the support on this series. I'm trying to get through all the guns in the game, or all the powerful guns, primary guns in this game. Basically, I'm going to keep going. As soon as we hit 2,000 likes in this episode, I'll have the next episode of this series out. You guys have been smashing likes up on the thing, and I absolutely enjoy it and absolutely love it. So thank you guys for all the support. Keep smashing likes up. 2,000 likes is our goal here. Smash that out, and I'll have my next episode up. Also subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I would really appreciate it, and I do appreciate all the growth happening on my channel lately. I've been working really hard to keep you guys updated on everything in Infinite Warfare. Make sure to check out all my vids. But let's talk about the Volk. This thing is quickly becoming one of my favorite guns in the game. There's actually a problem with this gun in the beta where you couldn't unlock attachments with this gun, and one thing about this gun is honestly it's a bit slow and it kind of sucks without attachments. So when you guys get your first impressions in with this gun, don't necessarily take that, or definitely take that with a grain of salt, because this gun becomes a lot better once you get the right class set up with it, not when you're just running around with no attachments. It seems kind of slow without quick draw on it for sure. How I know this gun is really good is because me and all my friends love it. This gun is absolutely crazy for pub stomping, doing well in public matches, but also I've been watching some competitive Call of Duty tournaments, and it seems like this is the gun of choice. It seems like they usually run the Volk with the ELO sight on it. Now I'm not a big fan of the ELO sight on this gun. I've tested it out. I really do like the iron sights. I like how they go along with AK-47 from older Call of Duty games, and that's pretty cool to me. However, if you guys do like the ELO scope, you guys can feel free to use that on your class setup. That all comes down to a personal preference. On certain guns with ugly iron sights, I always run a sight. This gun I think has pretty nice iron sights, and that's why I'm doing it. Also, I want to say for this class setup, you know, I've used different things in this class setup, but this is what I found out to be the best and the most efficient, most consistent with this gun. One thing about this gun is that it's a lot different from other AKs in the past. Other AKs in the past have had a lot of vertical recoil and a lot of muzzle flash on your screen. This thing doesn't really have that at all, and that's why, you know, when I first started using this gun and found out it was like the AK-47, I threw on a grip immediately, and then I found out, hey, this thing has absolutely no recoil. Like you'll see in this gameplay here, I have no grip on it, and it literally has no recoil, so I decided to just use it without grip. But I actually did get one of my best gameplays in Infinite Warfare with the grip on this gun, which was kind of weird, but this gameplay is really good. It's 78 kills, I believe, in some grounded defender. I'll throw the class setup up on the screen, and let's get right into it. So what I'm rocking on this thing is the classic 2 attachments. I'm rocking quick draw and stock. Basically, like I said before, this gun plays pretty slow without attachments. Quick draw and stock are made to speed up your gun. Those are my 2 favorite things. Like whenever I'm playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, I always wish they had quick draw and stock in that game. Obviously, I know it's, you know, to go with a traditional Call of Duty game, but because that game does play a little bit slow, and if you're caught in a sprint, you're kind of screwed. I'm a COD player that likes to rush, likes to be caught in sprints and win those gunfights still. Quick draw and stock are the perfect attachments for doing that. Like I've said before, I have tried this gun out with just quick draw and grip, and that did well too, so you guys could feel free to run that. But quick draw and stock, honestly, is my personal preference. The gun literally has no recoil with or without grip. I just thought in my head, as soon as I thought of AK-47, I thought grip, and it is a common thing that, you know, a lot of guns in this game don't have grip. I mean, as you can see from the gameplay, you can decide for yourself if you want to run grip. I would recommend quick draw and stock. Now, the good thing about only using 2 attachments is it leaves up so many spots for perks. When I'm running on my perks on this class are dexterity, number 1. This gun, dexterity, I've been using a lot in this game, but I've been using it less lately because a lot of these assault rifles have quite a bit of ammo and quite slow fire rates. This thing has kind of a slower fire rate, but it only has 28 bullets in the clip, which is kind of low. Obviously, usually you have 30, so it's only 2 lower. It's not that big of a deal, but I find that this gun does have a little bit of a slower reload too, so that's why I throw on dexterity. As my other first perk, I'm just running Ghost. Ghost is so damn powerful right now. Whenever I play ground war, this is usually like my ground war class setup, and that's why I run Ghost, is because there's constant UAV spam. If I can get any sort of advantage, I'll run Ghost. Even though I don't have a silencer, I still think it's worth it on certain classes and on certain maps. For example, The reason why I like Ghost on this map is because you're not going to get grenaded often. This is more of a wide open map. However, if you're playing on a really tight map, maybe Throwback or something like that, you might want to swap that out for Blast Shield. As far as my second perks on this class setup, I'm rocking the traditional Hardline and Scavenger. Like I said, the 28 bullets in the clip helps with your, it doesn't really help, but you have a little bit less ammo, even though it's only going to add up to, what, 10 or 15 shots. I still like Scavenger on my assault rifles, and it allows me to go on these bigger kill streaks. Scavenger and Hardline. Hardline's super duper OP, probably one of the best perks in the game right now. Honestly, this class setup is filled with probably the 5 best perks in the game, and that's what makes it so good. My other perk is going to be my third perk, which is Marksman. So I've been swapping this around, Marksman, Hardwire. You guys saw on my K-Bar class. My K-Bar was sort of more of a, you know, a more up-in-their-face sort of class setup. That's why I had Blast Shield and Hardwire and stuff on that class. On this class, I just go with more of a Marksman, Ghost, sitting back, picking people off, because this gun is very good at range. You can tap fire it, you can shoot it fully auto. Obviously, I'd recommend fully auto most of the time, but tap firing this gun, do not be afraid to do that, because that can do quite well at long-range shots. And that's basically the class setup for this thing. Now, let me talk a bit about this gun, how to play with it and how to use it. Like I've said before, this is more of a medium to long range gun. This thing does do decent up close, but it's not going to match your K-Bar or your NV4 because the fire rate is really slower on this gun. I think the Volk is, like, as I said before, competitive players have been using it. However, the competitive players have been using a bunch of different guns. They sort of haven't really found their groove yet. They're testing out a bunch of different guns, as am I. But definitely the Volk is probably top 3, if not top 5 guns in this game. For sure, it's top 5 guns in the game. Definitely be sure to slap this thing on. I find a lot of people ignoring this gun, and I ignored it a bit at first because you unlock it later. You unlock it at level 42, I believe. And by that time, I was already comfortable with my K-Bar and my NV4 as assault rifles, and I decided, you know, eventually I decided, let's throw on the Volk and test it out, and I was pleasantly surprised. This gun was a lot better, performs a lot better than I thought it would. Thing is absolutely crazy, and I've been getting some of my, honestly, most of my highest kill games have come with this gun, the K-Bar, or the NV4, which I all have class setups uploaded on my channel for. Those are probably my 3 favorite ARs right now. Still gonna make classes for the other ones, and for a bunch of the SMGs, which I'm gonna be doing. Let me know in the comment section which SMGs or which guns out of any of the guns I haven't done classes on you guys want to see next, because I have a lot of gameplays with a lot of the different guns. I'm testing out different setups all the time. I'm in the middle of my second Prestige, so I've been playing this game quite a bit, and that's how I feel like I'm not going to make class setups if I don't feel like they're the best. Now, I know some people make class setups, some YouTubers make class setups that don't play the game that much, which is kind of weird and kind of, you know, not the best, to be honest. I do play the game a lot. I've hit 10 Prestige in pretty much every Call of Duty game, except for the ones where I chose to just stay at level 55 and grind out, which I still played a lot. But this game, I'm already in the middle of second Prestige after one weekend. Obviously, double XP is turned off now, which kind of sucks, but I'm still going to be playing the game a lot. I'm going to have to get my Modern Warfare Remastered gameplay up as well. Now, one thing I did think about in my head, and I thought would be a really cool idea, I'm just going to put it out into the universe because, you know, putting ideas out into the universe, there's nothing wrong with that, and that's one way to, you know, get people talking, get people thinking and talking, which definitely does help with making things happen, no matter what you want to think about that. Is I think that they had first weekend Infinite Warfare double XP, right? Which was absolutely amazing. I played the game so long. I literally started playing the game, I looked at the clock, and it was literally 12 hours later. Now, I'm pretty lucky to be able to play that long, but my thumb was really sore after playing that long. And this game is absolutely fun. But what I think they should do is they should do Infinite Warfare double XP they did this weekend, or last weekend now. I think they should throw on a Modern Warfare Remastered double XP next weekend. That would be absolutely crazy. And one idea I wanted to put out into the universe is I think they should do Infinite Warfare double XP and Modern Warfare Remastered double XP, or some sort of event, whether it's double XP, double weapon XP, double crypto keys, double salvage. Any sort of event should be going on every single weekend, and they should be swapping between Modern Warfare Remastered and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare with the events. Obviously, it'd be different with Call of Duty 4 because there's not as many things they could do. Maybe they could do for camos, 1 headshot counts as 2, something like that. I think they should be doing challenges like that every single weekend and swapping out between the games, because there is a lot of Call of Duty to be played this year. People only have a certain amount of time, and the weekends is when the servers and most people are playing the most. Even myself, you know, I play the most on the weekends, and I'm sure most of you guys do too. That's when people have the most time to play, and that's when they should have events like that going on. Anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video about the Volk class setup. This class setup has some of the strongest perks in the game, one of the strongest guns in the game, and attachments that make your gun perform faster than it should, which work very well. And in combo, I love this class setup for ground war. and it also works out very well in 6v6 domination or any sort of hectic game modes. This class setup is going to be good. You want to sit back a little bit so you don't get hit with all those stuns and nades and all that sort of BS, but the Ghost will protect you from the UAV spam, as well as the ping spam, as well as Marksman is very good as well. I'll leave you guys with the rest of this gameplay. There's only a minute left, but I do drop, I think, a final score of 78 to 18. Very good considering I was running UAV. I wasn't even running my Thor, which is probably the best kill streak in the game. If I was running that, I could have got 80 or 90 kills in this gameplay. Very, very good gameplay in my opinion. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like. 2,000 likes is the goal. Smash it up quickly, boys. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe if you guys are new. Click that sub button, boys. Join the team and subscribe for a cookie and don't look it. I'm out. Peace.